Hi friends, John from Conscious Beginnings, and in this video I'd love to share some ideas with you about the importance of systemic rituals in teams and organizations. Now, when we talk about high performance in organizations, most of the time we look at the KPIs, who's performing what, the strategy behind this. However, we don't really consider a sense of belonging. Who's belonging to the team? How do team members feel about each other? Is there enough trust? Is there enough psychological safety? I was working with a team very recently, one of my long-term clients, and although this is a very new team, which was established at the beginning of the year, the team members have been with the organization for many years, ranging from 29 years all the way down to, I think it was 3 or 4 years, the newest members. And while I was interviewing these all the leadership team to find out what they really need. So this is before the workshop, I'm on the call interviewing these people for about an hour, asking them some systemic questions, trying to find out what they need. Because there's one thing that when you work with a leader, and if you only just listen to the leader, it's a very one-sided perspective. So what I like to do is interview everyone in that leadership team to find out what is really going on in the system. And we actually extract so much information from these interviews, which then helps us to design the workshop, the team building activity that we use. And it became very clear to me when I was talking with them that many of them had a very different experience in their previous teams. Some of them were like, "Oh, get me out of here. I just don't want to be in this team." Other ones were like very happy with how things went in the past teams. So we had to find a way to let the past go. Because if we bring these expectations, even the things that we experience in the past, good, bad, the ugly, if we bring that into our new teams, then our relationship is going to be impacted in that new team. So we had to do a ritual for them to be able to let go of the past. And I'll share with you how that ritual looked like. So we formed a circle and we're looking at each other. We had some warm-up exercises to get them into their bodies, develop a sense of self-awareness. And then I asked them to turn back. And the reason why I did that was like, basically we're looking into the past now, right? Metaphorically. And then I gave them a piece of paper and asked them to write down the name of the team that they belonged to before. And they put that piece of paper on the floor and they stepped onto that piece of paper just to get a felt sense of what it felt like to be back in that team. And then I asked them, what is 1, 2, or 3 things that you need to let go of so then you can fully arrive with a clean slate in this team? Maybe it was, responsibility, anger, disagreements, whatever happened in their previous team. So they just write it down on a post-it note and just put it down on that piece of paper. So then they can literally let that go. Then I asked them, what is 1, 2, or 3 gifts that you learned or you received by being a part of this team? Because no matter how challenging our experiencing may be, there's also always a learning. So what was the learning or the gift that you got from that team that you can bring in to your new team? And they write that on a piece of paper. And then I ask them to turn back, right? We're back in the circle facing each other. We then placed the name of their new team right in front of them and ask them to talk about what they're bringing. What is the gift that each team member is bringing to this team, and place it on that piece of paper in the middle. And it was a beautiful way to acknowledge, yes, things have happened in the past, but now I'm with a new team and I'm not carrying this baggage with me when I arrive to this team. And here are the gifts that I'm going to bring working with you. Right? So when you are forming a new team, or maybe you inherited a team, right? These things, these rituals can really help you to bring that sense of trust, collaboration, psychological safety, team performance, right? This can really help you in your teams and organizations. Any questions, let me know in the chat, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.